I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, J-Buggy. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hee hee hee. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh, that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Eh, why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it, just like, see what I could steal from you, maybe. Ah. Sayuri nursery retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Turns it upside down, lets the contents fall onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How did you know? It's simple. By judging how much you walked, the pace of it, I noticed that you weren't carrying as much weight with you, and by exactly 2 ounces, or preferably 2 coins, like 50 coins. So, by that chance, I simply did math, solved time travel, went to a past self, and wanted to sneak your wallet and stuff. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that you would lend me, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. Oh wow. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell J-Boy to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Haha. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book then. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think of that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayuri? I guess there's a little devil inside of us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before you even told me. But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes. So I checked Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Flap. Yeah. Ow. What was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs a cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. This cookie, so good. Sorry, something clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Hehehe. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. As soon as you bite a wrong cookie. And yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Your food looks really good. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So, I'm not happy I shared this one with me. Hehehe. Sorry, gets out of her seat and goes behind and soon wraps around her own. Aw, jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand, Natsuki reaches out and nods her, Suddenly sound tastes better than Natsuki's cookie. Hey, you seriously just do that? Mouthful, sorry, trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell say you're... Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room? Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Okay, my prediction, Monica's gonna burst into the room and kill us all. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. Pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry, but I had to grab my AK from home. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. A boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was in the study hall. To be honest, you kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Honestly, I heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I was wanting to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. What else to look forward to? Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, J Boogie. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love a chance to share some once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sawyer's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up winning your anime. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sawyer somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared in the closet. I have to go on an exploration aside from looking in the closet. Maybe I noticed something. Hi, King. Oh, hi, King. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts her stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection in order if someone else is going and messed it up? She slides a bunch of stacked bug and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out the other person's stance. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of Monica and Miss various books on the side of the shelves. Here's a pull it out of the stack. There it is. She snatches out of my hand. She turns to a box manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. This probably means it's either way in my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you could do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. I'll tell you one thing, J Boogie. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Oh, I haven't heard that metaphor for so long. Ooh. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first one of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I start the cover. Features 4 girls in coverall attire singing in anime feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Why chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs won't work. I can't read at the same time like that. Hey, why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and snooshes an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I could say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Well, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Hmm? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? This beats pop is spicy. That didn't make sense, but I just need a drink. Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I could talk to some time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends from high school. Typically slice off life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since the riff going to be entertaining to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. There's a lot of beginnings about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. Then it just helps you get to know the characters. Besides, it's so entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts happening. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's it supposed to mean? Ooh, Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. Okay, I'm just, speaking of save, I'm just gonna... Oops. This chapter seems like it's about making. This is just a guess. Is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki paused for a moment as she didn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies picked up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention you're real good at it, so who am I to judge? I get free cupcakes and cookies. We ran for a few more minutes. She's looking at me weird. Is that dictionaries? That's dictionaries and Pictionaries and rainbow colored stuff. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I was excited when convincing my friend to pick up series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. I just think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I also gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I could even keep it at my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. I was safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kinda a jerk about it. Just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Just speechless, jaw dropped. So? Hahaha. Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is one of my favorite characters. Okay, speaking of settings, what else can I do with settings? English language, auto for time. Okay. You always feel a little bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I could understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you're connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Eh? Are you all ready with today's poem? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure that we have enough time. But you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh? That's who you suddenly noticed how close she got to me. She hastily slides her like a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. I guess I'll stop here for now. Who's book hand towards this? You're just giving it back? Do you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start on the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part 33 of the volume so far. I fall on some shows if I try and get through this. Fall behind, not fall on. But I suppose that's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's face. Am I scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I signed up. I returned to where I part and carefully slipped the book into my bag. Who should I show my porn? You know what? We were just spawning with Natsuki. We'll go with Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing me in the back of the poem. By now she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know. You showed each one of the words you once. I expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know. Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems as cute. I mean, well written. No, I mean, that is, my poem is cute. No, why are you smiling? It's not like I don't like cute things. Until she shows my poem back towards me. Reading it again, so I decided it's not so great after all. Too cute and doki doki. I'm getting doki doki later. It only impress, girls who like those kind of things. For some reason, that's too incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, I probably like it a lot. Probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. Oh, you see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. I mean, it's pretty anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes I explain complications with much simpler analogies. And it helps when people more realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree to that subject, the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks about mine. That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Sometimes you're afraid of people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But if that makes people stupid, just who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. I think I relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there are good messages to take away from it. Conveying emotion is important. I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, I feel like we should go with Yuri and see what you've written for today. Well done, J-Buggy. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry, don't so much it feels like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid of it to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work on your brain, like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to try to nail what your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is it the poem you wrote for today? Here now, as Timely hands me her poem. Shit, another Hansel. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware of that raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. That raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I blandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me the excitement. A rush of blood, classic flavor conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't imagine what this poem is written about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. If I take it to the face value that I'm trying to figure out what it's supposed to mean, well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I always want to express myself. It feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh. She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed more like a person who would have more fun in my hobbies. Make fun of my hobbies. I suppose that's my fault from judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Besides blackmail. Okay. Sorry to stop calling this. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if you haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You share some, you know, Monica. Hi, Genji Buggy. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're playing yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. What to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Here's my goddamn fuck. Yeah, where is it? Where'd I put it on? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Here you go. I give up on Monica. Alright, I like it, J-Boogie. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez, Brick. No. It kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Ah, she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. I don't like that pose still. If you say so. Yep. There's lots of poems or stories out there. There are no more than a few simple words. They could be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that, sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much fill in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning though. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Great. Music changed. Okay, let me just get my... that's my water bottle. Okay. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. It won't... Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Well, it's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of your poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? Sorry, what? I feel like I'm about to die real quick. Save your game? I mean, how do you know that? I thought you never know when you might change your mind. When something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tipping about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, sorry. Ooh, I like this one, J-Buggy. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. Doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. I know I wouldn't lie to you, J-Boogie. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then, Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But then, why just go by my heart? If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. But then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's a word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help the rain cloud a little hug. I'll give a rain cloud. And make it a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, J Boogie. I should go write that down then. You gotta read my phone now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like a little cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off of my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frankly pull them from my shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap! Sir, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking about it too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. Blushes. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if I'll come into the front room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Huh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. Just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah's been working on posters and I've decided some pamphlets we could give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you'd heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. Well, the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sarah's been coloring the poster, hold it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, it'll inspire others to do the same. The more people will perform, the better we'll be able to show what the literature is about. Yeah, it's all about expressing expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Can you share that with others? Do you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes or reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Not feeling you remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think on Sayori and Mark have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arrogance left. Okay, fine. I guess we'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at anyone else's expected faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off with that one a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.